Hey you, it's Bia the Prophet here. I'm ready to guide you through a law of attraction reading. Welcome and welcome back if you've joined before. I appreciate each and every being joining this meeting. Follow me now in this infinite moment for a message for the collected and individuals. Set an intention for this meeting. You already know what you want the reading to clarify. You attracted this reading and I'm cooperating with you. It's mutually beneficial. As I am pulling the cards, use your intuition as well. Let us know any additional connections you made in the comments below the video, and the collected will benefit from the collective intuition. This is a body, mind, and spirit message addressing the basic human needs for self-actualization aligned to the 7 chakras. Let's start with why Spirit has called this meeting. We have the energy of the One of Water in the crown position. This is the energy Spirit would like to bring into focus for you. This is what Spirit would have you understand. The One of Water is a card of a new emotional experience, a beautiful new emotional experience. They all should be beautiful, whether you view them as positive or negative. They let you know that you are alive. But this, I'm getting a good feeling from this card at this time. So a new emotional experience. In the position of the mind, your current focus, the current focus of your mind is the Knight of Fire. Now the Knight of Fire is the fastest moving knight in the deck. The Knight is passionate and confident. So you may be focused on events requiring immediate action, and passion and confidence is what is needed. Trust your instincts. So try to go with your first mind. Thank you, Spirit, for that. In the position of the body, now, this is energy that is below the surface. It could be cellular, it could be unconscious, it could be subconscious, but it is fueling the energy upward. We have the Star. This card is talking to me about dreams come true. I'm hearing dreams really do come true. Dreams really do come true. Falling on top of the Knight, we have the Page of Air. So the Page of Air represents a exciting intellectual challenge. In the position of security, which aligns with the root chakra, this is how you are feeling about your sense of security. That it is an exciting intellectual challenge. Oops, not these cards. Not this card by her. So, an exciting intellectual challenge is in front of you. So perhaps that is why I thought to say that all experiences are beautiful because there may be some figuring things out, and sometimes there can be frustration along with it when you're figuring things out. But the benefit of this emotion is the emotion in the end is victory or accomplishment. So sometimes you have to experience a little bit of frustration to get to that feeling of victory and accomplishment. So my advice is that because you're feeling an emotion doesn't mean you have to sit in it. So if you become frustrated, then distract yourself with something that gives you joy or pleasure, and Spirit will come in with the information. You'll receive inspiration once you get into that feeling of joy. And so you wouldn't have to experience frustration very long. The frustration is asking. You could also ask for guidance and then do something so you would be sure that the inspiration you received was directly from a direct answer to your question or request for guidance. Oh, I'm not here. I am here. In the position of health, aligned with the sacral chakra, we have the energy of the Queen of Water. So this queen often represents compassion for me as a reader, but today I'm feeling a little bit differently. I'm feeling a sense of calm, comfort, healing. So this is what needs to be taken care of or nurtured. It's kind of what I was just talking about. Even in frustration, soothing yourself into calm and comfort is how you heal that emotion that may be uncomfortable to you. It may not be uncomfortable to you. It's uncomfortable to me. That's why I mentioned it and offered words of advice. So with that, what I was inspired to tell you is, if you cannot immediately get to joy, just totally distract yourself with something that gives you joy or pleasure, then you can distract yourself with something that is of interest. So take the step to interest, and then you can take another step towards joy. You might have to walk up the emotional scale depending on how often you practice moving from frustration to joy. If you practice it, it would be easy and you can just move straight into joy. If you haven't practiced it, you might start with interest. You can just look around the environment that you happen to be in until something catches your eye, and then study that. Why did that catch your eye? Is it beautiful? How is it interesting? Maybe get closer to it. Once you're up, Spirit will help you because you're wanting to feel better. You're taking the steps towards joy, and Spirit will call you into joy. Now, we were talking about I keep getting distracted, right? In the position of esteem, which is aligned with your solar plex chakra. This is what you do. This is your best quality and skill. Your best quality and skill is making plans that work out for not just you, but the people involved for this situation. Making plans that work out for the people in the situation. Waiting for perfect timing. So perhaps, depending on where you are, you may, if you've practiced patience, then you know what perfect timing feels like. If you haven't, it feels like joy. And if you can get to joy, you can get to perfect timing. This is your best quality and skill, is making plans, and you notice the timing. Whether you always act on the timing or not, you do notice the timing. You are aware of when your intuition tells you about the timing. In the position of belonging, aligned with the heart chakra, we have the energy of the world. Now, the world talks about, in this position, it's talking about how you create the love you need for the actualization. You create the love you need, excuse me. You create the love you need by being proud of yourself. Perhaps looking back on other times where you've had that feeling of victory and success, and then that will help the law of attraction match you up with victory and success. So being proud of yourself. In the position of the actualization, aligned with the throat chakra, this is how you will express yourself in the actualization. We have the Four of Air, and this card talks about being at peace. Again, a card talking about calm. The sacral chakra is the creative chakra. This is where the creation comes from. This is why this energy is what needs to be taken care of, in this case, nurtured. So you will express yourself as peaceful. Regardless of the frustration that you feel, you will express yourself as peaceful. But I'm just remembering that we were talking about a beautiful new emotional experience. So the idea that I got is that this is an emotion. What's coming your way is an emotion that you are not familiar with. So you don't have an experience to draw on for this emotion, meaning you don't have memories of you experiencing this emotion. Perhaps you know the word for this emotion and you think you know what the word means, but you are going to understand this emotion better, more thoroughly, deeper. You're going to understand this emotion on a deeper level, and then be able to draw on it. So it's an emotion that you are going to like. And it's something like victory and accomplishment and all of these things. It's an emotion that combines them or is in between them somewhere. So it's definitely a good emotion. And then what we have coming out as words of wisdom, 4 cards, express your feelings. So we're talking about a new emotion, a new feeling. Choose love over fear. So here we're talking about if frustration is the fear of not figuring it out, love is knowing that you will figure it out. So whatever the emotion is that causes you to launch a rocket of desire, choose what you want, the emotion that you want, over the one that you are having if it's in fear. Take responsibility for your actions. This card is talking to me about what you do in the moment that I talked about. When you feel that negative emotion, getting out of it. This is the understanding that you create your reality. Getting out of that negative emotion as quickly as possible so that you aren't creating with the energy of fear, right? You're creating with the energy of love. So as much as you can be in the energy of love or be in the emotions grounded in love, the better your life turns out. And then we have the card, Live Your Bliss. Thank you, Spirit. We have Live Your Bliss coming out finally on that last note. So I know that all of these cards are not going to show up, and I'm told these 2 cards are the takeaway. Live your bliss and take responsibility for your actions. And then finally, the answer. This is what you are meant to learn in this situation. What your guides want you to see. It's the energy of the 7 of air. The 7 of air has an affirmation of trusting your decisions by how you feel. So if you feel bad about the decision, then you are not completely aligned with spirit. So whatever the decision is that comes from this emotion, you know that it's the right decision. I believe I said that before. You know that it's the right decision because you feel joy either about the decision or you make the decision in the feeling of joy. That's how you know that it's the right decision for you, that it is coming in through your intuition. It is inspiration. Yeah, that it is inspiration. That's what I have for now. Take this message however it resonates for you and look forward to the components of this message showing up in the coming hours, days, and weeks in different ways. That's just how the law of attraction works. Until next time, remember, you and you alone create your reality. Enjoy.